Hey there everybody, Dan here with KickassMarketer.com for your next episode of Uncut and Raw. This one's titled Making Money Online as an Affiliate Marketer. Where to start is the big question. I got an email late last night from somebody who just stumbled upon our site organically, thanks to Google. Thank you, Google, for doing that. And I had a bunch of questions that were kind of the questions that would come from somebody fairly new to affiliate marketing or internet marketing. And I've been wanting to create a post for quite some time now that kind of addresses how to get started, where to get started. So this video and the post that it's contained in are kind of a response to that, and I hope to give some tips to those that are maybe interested in affiliate marketing or have already started dabbling in it, and give you some value here. I think this could even be valuable for those people that are already in affiliate marketing and are running it as a business. It might be some reminders of some things or tips that you can use in your business to go to the next level. So I hope this is a blessing to you, and let's get started. So before I get into the email that he sent me, and we'll call him Steve just to protect the innocent, and there's another person in the post who I named John. That was not his name either. I want to kind of take a step back and use an analogy. One of the people I think is probably the most kick-ass human who ever lived. Used a lot of analogies. He was a guy who lived a couple thousand years ago from Nazareth. Went by the name Jesus and Jesus for those Spanish-speaking friends of mine. And he used analogies that worked for him, so I'm going to use an analogy. And the analogy that I'm going to use that kind of describes the position you're in when you're in affiliate marketing, especially when you're a new person entering into this industry. And kind of use a story, maybe not a story, but an analogy of when I was a kid. I grew up on a river up in Oregon. We did a lot of fishing as a family, and my favorite place to go fishing was called the Rogue River. And you can look it up if you want. It's a great place to go fishing, but the reason why I use it as a story of this is it parallels the affiliate marketing world almost perfectly. Imagine you just show up to this river, and you walk down to the shoreline, and there's fishermen all over the place, and they're pulling fish out of this river like just left and right. It's just crazy. There's fish boiling in this river. Some guys are pulling salmon out of the river. Some guys are pulling trout out of the river, and there might even be the odd and kind of guy pulling out there's like a sucker fish also in that river that you don't always want to catch. But anyway, the main point is there's lots of different fish, and what you'll notice if you look around is each one of these fishermen who's pulling out different fish is using different kinds of fishing equipment. The guys pulling salmon out are using these really sturdy, heavy rods with really sturdy, heavy line, and the lures that they use to catch these fish are completely different than the guy maybe 50 yards downstream who's fly fishing, completely different setup, and who's pulling trout out of the river, who is 50 yards away from another person pulling trout out of the river, not even using a fly fishing pole, but using a regular fishing pole. And for those of you that aren't familiar with fishing, sorry about the analogy, but you get the idea that there's lots of different ways to catch these fish, and there's lots of different kinds of fish in this river. And that's kind of what affiliate marketing is like. You step up to this industry, and you see and hear stories of people, making tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, and it's still happening right now to this day. And they're all doing it a little bit differently. So you really need to treat it like that. It's something that you need to get into. You need to learn how to catch the particular fish that you want to catch, and the right equipment, the right technique, the right skill set. So that's kind of the analogy that I wanted to kind of bring some perspective, is that you don't just run up to this river, grab a stick and put a piece of line on it and start fishing, although you could. You're not going to be very efficient at it, and you won't have as much success as the guys who really know what they're doing. So I'm going to, in this video, kind of share some tips and strategies, techniques that I've used in affiliate marketing that helped me in my business, which I grew it to a business that was really just a company. That's all they did was affiliate marketing. We had a couple thousand products at one point in time, products and services that we were marketing as an affiliate. We had achieved #1 rankings on some of the biggest names you've heard, like the Netflixes, the eHarmonies, and so we were on the leaderboards and even ranked #1 for several of these big brands at any given time. So we kind of had it figured out, and I'll show you some of the tips of how we did that in this video. So Let me get started here. I want to go to the post to use it kind of as an outline for me on the blog. And one thing I want to suggest to you is that you do read the words. Not all the words that I typed are actually going to be shared in this video, and the video content is not going to be shared in the post. So they're not independent of one another. They're more supplemental to each other. So make sure you read the post and watch the video together. So now we're on the KickassMarketer.com website, and a couple things I wanted to point out to you guys. I just added this, and apologize again for this blog. It's not the fanciest looking blog. I fired it up literally in 10 minutes one night, and hopefully the content on the blog more than makes up for the fact that I don't have a snazzy logo yet, and that this funky looking Google feed burner thing doesn't look right. I did my best, and I'll fix that sometime in the near future. And I've just added this here too. So one thing I'd like ask you guys to do is, if you find this content valuable, you think your friends would be blessed by watching the video and reading the post, please share it with your friends, like the post, tweet it if you have Twitter followers. Just anybody. One thing that's a big challenge to people who create content is the distribution. And right now my goal is just to share as much valuable content as I can with the internet and affiliate marketing industry, and I hope to get it distributed to as many people as it would be a blessing to. So if you guys can help me share, tweet, like, and all those kinds of things, that would be appreciated. And go ahead and send me an email too. Let me know that what you thought, any comments you had. You can post comments on this blog, or if this blog or this video and the post are in a forum. Then you can go to the blog and start typing comments, or send me an email. Let me know what you thought, any friends that you might have shared it with, and feel free to reach out to me. As you'll see, the email I got last night, the guy was actually shocked that he replied. I do reply to all my emails. I get my emails, so don't be shy. Send me a quick shout out. Let me know what you thought, and I do respond. So that being said, let's get down to business here. Okay, so making money online as an affiliate marketer and where to start. So like I said, make sure that you read through this post. There's quite a bit of this turned into a 2,600 word post. So I finished writing it even feeling like I didn't cover enough. So hopefully it's enough for you to assimilate and digest and actually implement in your life to some extent for a benefit to you, and do enough of a good job to help you get to the next level wherever you're at. So a couple things I wanted to highlight in the post was that affiliate marketing is a business and not just another expensive hobby. That was one of the things that I think even I was guilty of early on when I started, was that I was in kind of the corporate world, had a corporate job, and was doing well. I didn't really need the money, but I really wasn't loving my job at the time. And I actually got into real estate pretty heavily and had kind of this desire for a passive income, and that kind of led me to internet marketing, which not only had the hopes and the promise of a passive income, but also could afford me the lifestyle that I could really run my business from anywhere. And I've literally been at a cabin on a lake on really crappy Wi-Fi running my internet marketing or affiliate marketing business from a laptop on a picnic table, and have done it from a beach. So that was kind of the dream I bought into, which you may have also, and it's true, you can do that. I've got friends that run their businesses from the coast of Spain, all over the place. They often bounce from country to country running their businesses, and that is something I bought into, and that's absolutely possible with affiliate marketing. And but it's not just a hobby. You need to take it as a business and go into it fully committed that this is something you're going to build, and look for building a long-term goal. And one of the first steps you need to do that I covered in the post was you need to establish what your lifestyle cost is. So a goal that you need to establish is, how much do you want to earn per month? What is that number? Don't just say, it'd be really great if I earned a few extra $100, because that doesn't really mean anything. You need to come up with an actual cost. And I have a link in the post here to a blog post that Tim Ferriss had on his blog, who is definitely one of my favorite authors to read. He wrote The 4-Hour Workweek, The 4-Hour Body, and I just most recently bought, about a couple days ago, The 4-Hour Chef, which isn't all about cooking. It's more about how to learn anything really quickly and be very proficient at it. So, but anyway, there's a link here in the blog post to his philosophy on lifestyle costing and how to determine that. So with this particular apprentice, as I call him in the post, John, we'll call him, that's not his real name. We kind of came up to this number of $50 a day of profit would be something that would be a life-changing goal for him to achieve. And it was basically for $1,500 a month, $50 a day. And kind of speak to that in depth in the post. And one of the sad things for me, at least in that particular case, was that I went above and beyond, and I basically sabotaged it, looking at it in hindsight. And I went above and beyond the call of duty and actually built it out for him. We kind of chose a traffic source together. He picked an offer that he heard from his affiliate manager was doing well, and I actually built the campaigns for him. I picked the targets, I built them out, I built the campaigns, I showed him step by step everything how to do. Once we achieved his $50 a day, which was really quickly, he soon lost interest and basically kind of within about a week or two was basically gone, moved on to something else. So I take full responsibility for my piece of it, is that I kind of probably did too much for him, and there was no joy there, even though he reached his number. Had he stuck with it and maybe even built on the skill set that I was teaching him, he could have probably built it into a decent income. And he's just a single guy who really had no really high lifestyle cost. He just wanted to earn a nice income to allow him to do what he liked to do and pay all of his bills, and those were his numbers. So the bummer is that he didn't have to go through the struggle and hardship and the learning process of learning all those things he needed to learn, and he really wasn't fully committed to it. So that's something that you kind of need to address as a aspiring affiliate marketer, is that, what are your goals, and what is the, and I kind of talk here in a couple steps down, a long-term goal. And then stick to those when you get stuck in the day-to-day grind of managing campaigns and cleaning campaigns and adjusting bids and all that. Take a step back from time to time and remind yourself of why you're doing it and where you're headed, so that the grind doesn't grind you down to the point where you just lose the love and walk away and go on to something else. And another thing that I highlighted in this post, which I think I'm going to be sharing in more detail when I address the email that I got from the gentleman last night, was using a SWOT analysis. And one thing I highlighted here in the post is that Wikipedia actually says that the SWOT analysis can be carried out for a product, a place, an industry, or a person. And applied to affiliate marketing, that can be also applied to a traffic source, an affiliate network, an offer, and you yourself. And a big, really important thing for you to do early on is to kind of establish your strengths and weaknesses and the opportunities that you have in front of you. Use the SWOT analysis to kind of determine what your strengths and weaknesses are, figure out how you can leverage your strengths and how you can work on the weaknesses and which opportunities you want to go after, and then how you can address any threats that you have to your business. So first thing you should do is kind of do a SWOT analysis of you and kind of make some decisions based on that. And then the next step I would talk about is applying that to other portions, and I will here in another step. Step 3, I talked about what's your exit strategy, and this is more on the long-term side of things. Why are you starting this affiliate marketing business? What do you want to get out of it? That's something that you need to kind of do some soul searching and make some decisions, and then commit to those decisions, and then remind yourself when you get kind of dragged down by the day-to-day, the bad campaigns that failed, and things you're going to go up and down. You'll have that to go back to. Is that, why am I doing this? And was it really because I want to do affiliate marketing full time? I want to build a lifestyle. What are those long-term goals? And then kind of remind yourself from time to time, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm grinding it out at 12 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning, grinding out these campaigns and doing optimization, all that kind of, and all those kinds of things. And then step 4, I have here, towards making money online as an affiliate marketer. What's your passion? Passion's a very important thing to me, and I think it should be to anybody running any kind of business, is that if you love what you do, and I think I've heard this said, that if you love what you do, then every day is fun. Working is no longer a job. If you love what you do, it's not work anymore. It's just fun. So find something that you love and then do it is something that I've often told people, like, what's your secret? And everybody has their own loves, their own passions. And so if affiliate marketing truly is something that you think you can build a love for and a passion for, then you need to kind of jump into it fully committed that, hey, this is something that I am very interested in. I've got, I guess, a crush on this particular idea or business, and I'm gonna fully commit to this thing. And the more committed you are to it, the more you'll find success just kind of falls right into your lap. And it's not all fun and games, and it's not all roses either, because you're going to have a lot of failures along the way. But just look at the failures as learning experiences that you can have along the way. And if you keep that perspective of every failure is just another learning experience, then you're going to keep having fun. The next kind of step 4A I put in here was join an affiliate marketing community. This is really important, I think. I never had really this opportunity. When I first got into affiliate marketing, it was probably 1997 or 98. There really wasn't any communities. The internet was still fairly new. Affiliate marketing was fairly new overall. And the only things you could do would maybe buy this DVD course or this course, and they were all like $1,000 or $500, or this tool was $397. It was all very expensive. There really weren't any communities that would actually be kind of a support community. And one thing I'm going to do is to highly recommend, and I do in this post, one particular forum. If there's only one thing you get from this video, if you truly are committed to affiliate marketing and making a go of it, a sincere, earnest go of it, you should join the accompanying. And no, this is not just a video that's all about pitching one forum. I honestly believe that, and for the price, it's if you can't afford $67 per month, then you really aren't serious about affiliate marketing, because it's a minimal cost. The value that you'll find there, and I'll give you guys a tour here in a moment. The value that you'll find there is, for $67, it's almost laughable. We're talking about 4,517 people that have become paid members, with 110,000 plus posts in there for every particular traffic source you can imagine. Offers, they've got case studies and follow-alongs. There's hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of success stories of people who are just like you, who are just getting started, who have read everything on the forum, picked a traffic source and a network, and they ran with it. And there's just one I read a few days ago about making $894 in a day, which for most people is a life-changing experience. If you read that person's success story, he basically talks about the first thing he did was read everything in the forum like twice. And then he just kind of chose a traffic source and chose an offer or network and some offers. And then he went and tried it. He went and worked it out, and now he's pulling in $800, $900 a day, which would basically replace anybody's income that I know. And for $67 a month, you get access to all that information. You also get access to David Ford, who's actively in there answering people's questions. There's also dozens of big-time marketers in there that they're sharing their experience. So imagine you go in there, you learn all this stuff, you pick a traffic source, you pick an affiliate network, you pick some offers, and then you go out there and you start your own follow-along. Like, okay, guys, this is my first start. I'm starting out. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I've done. Give me some feedback. And there's guys in there that are 7-figure, 8-figure people that are going to be giving you feedback on your campaigns, helping you along. That was never available. I mean, when I got into affiliate marketing, nobody talked about anything. It was just a bunch of underground guys. And if you were doing decent numbers, you just didn't talk to anybody because everybody was seen as competition. Well, it's not like that anymore these days. People help each other along, give each other tips, share their experiences. And this is a place that you can get all that access to it pretty cheaply. Next thing here was pick your traffic source in your affiliate network. Like I said, assuming you had access to affiliate playbook or affplaybook.com, or I guess if you can scour the internet too, you can probably find some of this information in different places and kind of piece the pieces together. But you kind of need to do a SWOT analysis on the traffic sources. There's lots of different traffic sources I think I had above here. You've got your Google, you've got your Bing, media buying, mobile is a completely different niche, Facebook, plenty of fish, pay-per-view is a whole other niche of traffic, type of traffic. And you kind of need to do a SWOT analysis of all these different opportunities as far as traffic sources, and also do a SWOT analysis of the different affiliate networks. Each network has different strengths, different weaknesses. How often do they pay? What are you hearing from other affiliates as far as their support? What's their reputation in the industry? Have they been around a long time? Is it a big network? Is it a network of just a couple of people running it from their kitchen table in their underwear? I mean, there literally are hundreds of affiliate networks, and you need to do kind of the SWOT analysis of affiliate networks, do SWOT analysis of the traffic sources, and kind of commit to one of each. Pick a traffic source. Maybe TrafficVance is one that looks like it's exciting to you, or maybe it's Google AdWords, or maybe Facebook is what you are kind of excited for. So go out there, read up on all the different traffic sources, read up on the networks, and then kind of do some SWOT analysis, and then find one that you might have an affinity for, and then just choose one and commit to it. The next thing here, I put step 5 towards making money as an affiliate marketer is rinse and repeat. And I go over the Pareto principle, which it's inevitable that you'll run into it. It just kind of statistically happens. And I learned about it a few years ago when I was part of a coaching company that we actually coached real estate agents as a company. And I was in charge of all their marketing, and I did a lot of the content writing too, unbeknownst to most of the 4.5 million agents that we had in our list. But one of the things I wrote about it back then was called the Pareto principle, which I have a link to on Wikipedia. And do yourself a favor and read up on it. But the basic concept is this: is that 20% of your results are going to come from 80% of your results will come from 20% of your effort. So imagine you have 10 campaigns that are affiliate marketing campaigns that you've started. Usually you'll see that 2 of those campaigns are doing great. 2 of them are just doing completely terrible, and 6 of them are usually losing a little bit of money or breaking even at best. And so in that particular scenario, 2 of the 10 were actually producing all of the profit. And that just seems to be the case everywhere you turn around. So you kind of applying the Pareto principle to the affiliate marketing business. You'll see it in your keywords. You'll see that 20% of your keywords are generating 80% of your revenue. You'll see that 20% of your campaigns are generating 80% of your revenue. You'll see if you're running 10 affiliate networks, you'll see that 2 out of 10 affiliate networks are where you're generating 80% of your revenue. It's everywhere you look. And so that's a point I kind of brought up here. And when you do get into affiliate marketing, the main point that I wanted to put across is that keep an eye out for the 80-20 principle, the Pareto principle, showing up in your business, and then taking action on those 80%. So 80% of that is 80% of everything you do is kind of basically wasting your money, wasting your time and your energy. I mean, I had this point in my affiliate marketing business where we were running a couple thousand offers and services, products and services for offers, and we just found that we had so many keywords and targets that we're targeting, and most of them weren't doing anything, but it all created a bog, kind of a dead weight on our system. So every time we had somebody in there that was wanting to run a report to sort by keywords that were not performing or performing, those keywords add kind of a load or a bandwidth, reduction for your access. Every time you hit refresh, it would take longer. Is what I'm trying to say. So trim off that dead weight as soon as you can, and just move on. Go on to the next campaign, but find the 80% that's costing you money and wasting your money and time, and trim it as quickly as you can. And I kind of talk about this spaghetti method, where we basically was telling the girls that were working as traffic brokers for me, throw the spaghetti against the wall, see what sticks, find out ways to make more spaghetti stick, and the stuff that hit the floor, sweep it off and move on. It's not worth messing around with. It's true that some of those 6 campaigns that we launched that were break even or losing a little bit of money, we were able to maybe pull 1 or 2 or 3 out of there and bring them up. But at the end of it all, really, those really probably were never huge for us. Those 2 of the 10 that were winners from the start were the 2, if we just focused all of our time and energy to scale, those were the ones that we should have just focused all of our energy on. The spaghetti that hit the floor, sweep it in the trash and move on. So rinse and repeat. And you just kind of do that on your campaigns. You do that on if you're if you grow big and you have lots of networks, get rid of those 8 networks that aren't generating all your revenue and focus on those 2. Once you start driving high volumes to one network, you start getting leverage that you can start use. You can start getting payouts more frequently. You can have affiliate managers sharing stuff with you they shouldn't be sharing. That's kind of insider tips that will help you grow your business even quicker. And so if you just focus on that 20% that's generating 80% of your productivity or your results, you're just going to be better off for it. So I hope I've more than beat that dead horse, and you guys will buy into that principle. And in conclusion, one thing I wanted to part with is that affiliate marketing is absolutely still a real possibility for you if you want it and you're willing to work hard and fall into a committed and loving relationship with it, which sounds kind of too, soft or whatever you want to call it, but it really is. I mean, it's like a relationship with a human being. Is that you find somebody, you kind of get a crush. If you were to focus your time, energy, and everything, all your resources on that one thing and just pour yourself into it, you're going to succeed. It's kind of like the fishing analogy that I brought up at the beginning of the video. If you decide you liked fishing and you decided that, hey, I want to be a salmon fisherman, you would go up to that salmon fisherman and say, hey, dude, can you tell me more about your pole? What kind of bait are you using? What kind of line are you using? What's that reel that you're using there? Watch the guy, see what he's doing. He's bouncing the bait on the bottom as it goes down the river. He's doing it just a certain way. So if you decide that you want to be a salmon fisherman, or to use the affiliate marketing piece, you want to be a Facebook marketer, then learn everything you can about Facebook. Watch what other people are doing that are succeeding with Facebook. There's people right now making 6 figures per month. Yeah, that was per month, selling T-shirts through Teespring on Facebook. They're still doing it today. If you decide that, hey, I want to be a Facebook marketer and I want to make a lot of money with Facebook and selling T-shirts, then do it and jump into it wholeheartedly. Invest a little bit more in some training that's specific to that. If you want to be a salmon fisherman, you might hire a guide to teach you. But kind of pick a niche and then turn yourself into an expert niche, affiliate marketer, an expert, fisherman or salmon fisherman or fly fisherman, whatever. That's what you need to do to really make this work. And you can turn this into a lifestyle business that will benefit you for years. So anyway, that was kind of what I wanted to conclude with. And really quickly, I wanted to, let me jump to the emails here. Okay, so this is the email from who I'm going to be calling Steve. That's kind of like an inside joke. My kids always laugh whenever we use the word Steve. Whenever somebody asks me or whenever one of my kids asks me the name of an adult, if I didn't know the name, I would just always say Steve, so that's why it's kind of an inside joke. But this person's name is not Steve. But anyway, he sent me the email last night. I replied really quickly saying, hey, I'll get back to you tomorrow because I really want to do a good job of this and also share it with some other people. And is that cool with you? And he said, yeah, that's cool with me. So he's like, hey, great website. I've been watching your videos, reading your articles. Everything you say makes sense. However, can you tell me what you would do if you were to start with $1,000? And I'm having trouble deciding where to spend my traffic money. I have a friend that runs on an app Nexus, and he supposedly can get traffic really cheap, but it seems a little choppy in how we are talking. I'm not sure what he means by that. I'd like something a little bit more set in stone. Well, a couple of things. Nothing in this industry is set in stone. You can shore up your bets by optimizing things. For example, I've talked in other posts, which I'll probably put links to at the bottom of this video, about like media buying. You can have a media buying campaign that you optimize the crap out of, and there maybe, let's say you whittle it down to a handful of publishers. Well, any one of those publishers, just by the very fact of, and if you want to learn more about this, watch the video for media buying explained. But anyway, you might have a handful of publishers which are driving great traffic. You find that it's solid, and one day all of a sudden, this one publisher has just a burst of traffic that's just low quality. So nothing's set in stone in here. You can do your best to optimize things. So if you're looking for a guarantee, there's never a guarantee in this business. It's one of the exciting things about this business is that it's always changing, but one of the biggest curses about this business is that it's always changing. So if you're hoping to get to this place where you can just count on consistent business, affiliate marketing is probably not for you. It's a very hands-on business that changes all the time. So, and $1,000 too. I would just defer you, Steve, to go back to the words and read this post. You need to kind of do a SWOT analysis of the traffic sources. And he talks a little bit more down here too. So let me move on with the email so I can kind of explain that thought a little bit more. I saw your interview where you mentioned that self-serve networks are completely crap traffic. I also saw you mention to check out Zero Park and another network. I'm not interested in running adult, but anything else I'm game for. Do you have any recommendations where I can make an impact with this much money? Should I just try to set up a direct buy or go all in? And when he's talking about direct buy, he's talking about going to a website owner and buying traffic from that website owner directly. And go all in. I would say go all in committed wise. I would not say go all in with the dollars. I talked about gambling and it kind of this affiliate marketing being kind of gambling at times. I wouldn't put $1,000 on red and hope for the best. It's kind of a waste. If you went for red 15 and black 4 shows up, there goes your money and you're out of business. So I would not suggest you do that. Do you have any recommendations? Well, I mean, I would recommend you read through the post. I would join AF Playbook because you did mention in your second email that you weren't a member. For $67, consider that the best investment you've ever made in your affiliate marketing career. Join AF Playbook and freaking consume 110,000 posts worth of content. Then decide what traffic sources sound good to you, that sound fun to you, that you think you'd really fall in love with. Pick a network or offers, and then again where you've done the SWOT analysis and you've decided that something of interest and something you could fall in love with, and then go run with it. I really don't want to go this route because I know how expensive this can be. Yeah, don't do that. That's not a good idea. I need something in the middle, but will still not be completely horrible. Okay, again, I would just caution you that maybe you're a little bit premature in getting ready to jump in. It's kind of like walking to that river, jumping in and saying, where are the fish? Take a step back and say, okay, there's a bunch of dudes here fishing and they're all catching fish. How do I catch fish? And what kind of fish do you want to catch? So go do that. Go do some research. Figure out what you want to do, what you want to catch, and invest yourself completely into that. Is there any self-serve you'd recommend even though you say it's crap? Are all of them bad, or is it worse somewhere? I mean, all self-serves are what they are. They have quite a bit of excess inventory, which can be crap, but let me tell you, although I might have painted a bad picture there's gold nuggets hiding under that crap. I'm telling you, if you clean up that traffic and you find the publishers that are sending good traffic for your particular offer, you can absolutely, like I mentioned in one of the videos, my friend who's doing 100K a month, you can absolutely clean up self-serve traffic into a point where it can almost be a stable business that he literally walked away from for 3 months and just came back to. Everything was still the same. So if you go through the effort and time and money to find and whittle away the bad traffic, find the good stuff, then it's not crap. But just starting up a brand new campaign and saying, okay, I'm targeting USA for this offer, go for it. That's you're going to get a lot of traffic that's not going to convert, and it's just going to be a waste of money. Unless, of course, you have prepared yourself in such a way that you can optimize that traffic and learn from your data that you're collecting what traffic converts, what doesn't, and then go from there. Or maybe have to set up my own ad server. Don't go into that detail yet. You don't have the budget to mess with ad servers. And then pre-buy only a certain context of traffic with direct vendor. Unless you have some established relationships because of your former job, I wouldn't suggest you do any direct buys with anybody. And like I said, I kind of preface it with, unless you know, like for example, you're working for this guy, you told me here a little bit later that you were kicking butt for this guy and basically grew his sales to record-breaking sales. Well, what niche was his products in, or what was he promoting? And how can you, Steve, promote those same products or services? And then if there are products and services that you can promote as an affiliate to those same traffic sources, what traffic sources were you killing it with? You probably know insider information that I don't even know of, where you were buying traffic, what traffic converted, how, and what was the most profitable traffic. And then what I was trying to suggest, and this is kind of the SWOT too, is that what's working. Of let's say the guy, you were managing 10 different traffic sources over there. One of them was probably the best one, the most profitable one. So why not use your strength, which is information that I don't have, and go after that traffic. And not only that traffic, but maybe that particular traffic source was Facebook, and you were killing it with 35-year-old, 35 to 40-year-old women selling diet books or something. You know information that I don't know that could give you an edge over everybody else. So, Steve, I'm telling you, step back from the river, because you were salmon fishing for this guy who basically bought your rod, your reel, your line, your lures, and everything, and told you to go salmon fishing. You were killing it salmon fishing. So don't start looking over at this fly fisherman over here and think, hey, fly fishing seems kind of cool. You were killing it with salmon fishing, so go do salmon fishing. Learn from what your experience dictates. Let's see, what else? What do you think? By the way, if you have linked, am I doing everything I can? Okay. So second email, he says here, yes, that is fine. And he's answering my question of, can I share this? I'm surprised you actually replied. Yeah, guys, like I told you, feel free to send me emails. I do reply. Your mobile backend stuff is epic. No, I'm not a member of App Playbook. Silly guy, you better join. I've been a member of a lot of sites in the past. I am Grind, me too. STM, me too. I know the STM guys are great guys. It's also a good forum. For the new guy, though, App Playbook cannot be beat. I have a pretty solid understanding on what needs to happen on the back end. I'm mostly just looking for traffic. But what do you think? App Playbook should happen for me also? Yes, you should join App Playbook. I know about the info you're posting. The guys at I Am Grind covered some of what you said, although you have a lot of added gems. Well, thank you for the compliment. They're not going as hard as you, I don't believe, with the whole customer service staff also back. I don't know what he means by that, but who knows. I understand mass uploading ads, mass split testing. I also have solid HTML, CSS skills. Those are all great skills to have, by the way, which gives you a strength. Those are strengths that you can put down for your SWOT of you. I took a while in the past learning to do mobile landing pages really solidly. I understand redirects and all that. That's great. Mobile could be it. If mobile was a place you guys were making all your money, I would suggest you start in mobile. And like I said, if there are particular traffic sources in mobile and particular niches that you're killing it in, do what was working, man. Don't start firing up Teespring campaigns because you read some post somewhere that some dude was making 6 figures a month on Teespring. You know something that dude doesn't know, and he knows a lot of things right now that you don't know. So start with what you know. If you know the niche, you know the traffic source, find an offer on an affiliate network somewhere, and that's in that same niche, on that same, and then fire it up on that same traffic source. You probably know keywords to use and not use. You have a lot of information that you can put down in your strengths column. So that's what I'd suggest you do. I actually took my own advice to find something in the middle and found some sites over at Site Scout that don't look too bad. I'd be careful at Site Scout, like I mentioned before. I think it's a good first step. Well, like I said, maybe take that idea back for a second. Look at what you've done for the guy that you're killing it with, and maybe start there if possible. And if you want to, Steve, please comment in the comments of this post as we go forward, and I'd be glad to share more answers for you, because I don't know a lot of what you know or are willing to share. And if you can share more with me, I can share more feedback. But I'm still looking at numbers and other things. I need to talk to them about putting caps on things. I know they can flood you. Yeah, be careful with media buys, especially Site Scout. Have to research if they can cap. Yeah, they can do all that stuff. Like I said, take a step back first before you dive into a traffic source, which it sounds like the way you're describing Site Scout, you have not run with them. Like I was running on POF, and I would only run 1 to 2K impressions before I kind of, yeah, that's fine too. We can talk more about impressions and when to cut ads, those kinds of things. I'm thinking I might run up to 50 to 100 ads and see what happens. No, don't do that. Like I've talked about before, when you're scaling, if you run 100 ads and each ad gets like 4 impressions, you know, you can burn through a lot of money before you get enough data to make any decisions. So don't do that. I'm a big believer in split testing like crazy. I've made my career that way, but I don't fire up 100 ads at once to find out what is going to be working, unless I have the budget for it. So, and it doesn't sound like you do have the budget for it. You can blow through $1,000 testing 100 ads before you find 1 or 2 that are killing it. And then what are you going to do? You have no more money left. So don't do that. I saw he was let's see, I actually randomly found an affiliate campaign on one of their sites there from checking my phone. I saw how he was monetizing, pretty interesting. I'm wondering how to separate stuff out though if I buy 1 geo. I know it's going to come in with a lot of Wi-Fi random. Yeah, I mean, he's getting into some of the details there I won't address. It just complicates the issue, which there are details you need to address. It's just, I think you're getting ahead of yourself. Need to research some of the offer. There's really all over the place, and some ad placement. Yeah, I mean, I've detailed this before in my other posts. If you haven't read or watched the videos, make sure you watch and read the other posts and videos on this blog. Because, again, you found a guy who is doing well on your particular phone, which is one model of thousands of models in one geo on one carrier. There are a lot of different variables that you don't know that he's not running. And if he's running profitably, he probably has already optimized. And if you just jump into his world, you're going to be wasting a lot of money before you actually go through the same trouble he went through to optimize your campaign to a profitable place. So, dude, your blog is cool. Thank you. I actually found it by turning on search tools to only search posts from the last 30 days or something to find the latest info, and you popped up all over SEO. Cool. So thank you, Google, for rewarding me for producing good content, all original content. And so next thing I wanted to do, if you guys are still with me, I want to give you a quick tour of AF Playbook. Okay, so we're here in AF Playbook, accompanying.com. Let me move my little guy here so you can see. accompanying.com. I'm in the forum. I logged in. When you join, or if you join, you can find me. I'm KickassMarketer. And as you can kind of see, there's lots of different options and menus. What you'll see here on the right are the hottest threads, a couple of which I've written, which I do. I help David out. I've been posting content. He's not paying me, and I don't really have any vested interest in you joining through my link, which was an affiliate link in the post. If you do, though, it'd be cool, just so I can track who's signing up. I don't need the money. It just helps me track my effectiveness as far as my reach. So if you joined through my link, thank you. Or if you're going to, thank you. Send me an email. Actually, that's something too I just thought of. If you guys join through my link and you send me an email, let me know you did, then I'll put together basically a free webinar for everybody that joined through me, kind of as a bonus for joining through Kick-Ass Marketer. We'll do a webinar, I don't know how long, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, where you guys can just hit me with questions or tips or whatever you want to do. Or if you guys kind of all can come to some consensus on some kind of training, I can put together some kind of training, and we could go from there. But so anyway, a tour here of AF Playbook. You can see here the top 20. These are top 20 latest posts that have occurred. So these are active posts. These are all today. This thing gets so many posts in it every day that if you check in the morning and check again around lunch, the one that was at top in the morning is already off the list. So there's a lot of active members in here. I'll scroll down here a little bit more. Actually, I just need to move my screen. Sorry about making you guys dizzy. So you can see here, here are the different forums. You've got announcements, contests, general discussion, off-topic, success stories. There are currently 2,819 posts and success stories, as you can see right there. Design, coding, and scripts. If you want to get into web design, need help with that. Landing pages. When you get into affiliate marketing, if you don't already know, it's something that your traffic will land on, and you'll either sell them on the offer or pre-sell them on the offer. Tracking is a big deal in affiliate marketing. Being able to track what efforts that you're putting into as far as traffic goes and how it's converting for you or turning into revenue for you. Robot tools, there's a ton of tools in there. I don't know, probably over 100 tools that they built just for members. So there were tools. These are tools that I actually built for my team internally, which took me tons and tons of time and money, and it's all included. So if you wanted to be a full-time affiliate marketer, every tool that you're going to need and more is in here already. So for $67 a month, the AF Robot tools is worth it alone. I mean, there's actually other guys charging $300 or $400 a month for the same tools. So the AF Robot tools are awesome. There's a newbie corner. If you're brand new, you can jump in there. There's experts that jump in there. There's like 3,581 posts in there. So if you're brand new into affiliate marketing, jump in there. You can talk to other people that are getting started, get ideas from people, see what people are having success with. You can introduce yourself to the people in the forum, and people do answer. I mean, there's 6,000 people almost, or 6,000 posts, suggestions for the post, and David definitely takes those seriously. There's about 600 people posted suggestions. There's case studies too, and a case study typically is, okay, David does a lot of these. He's the owner of the forum and runs the forum, and he'll say, okay, I'm going to pick this traffic source and this offer, and I'm going to let you guys watch every step that I take along the way. So you can learn from him, and you can actually copy him and make it happen. There's actually a post he did a little while ago about something he did on Facebook where he was targeting people who are going to be going on a cruise in Hawaii. And he basically built out this Facebook fan page for Hawaiian snorkeling of different islands. and then they would sign up for his email list, and he would email them offers that would help them on their cruise. It was a great idea, super huge value to the consumer, and I believe he said he was earning $10 to $12 per person that signed up, and for this short little case study, it was like 250 people. So he was already generating $2,500 to $3,000 a month in revenue from these people, who originally cost him about $250, I think, to acquire. So he spent $250 to $500. I can't remember the number exactly. Join, and you can find it. And after he spent that $2,500, or after he spent the $250 to $500 acquiring these people, they were turning into $10 to $12 a piece in revenue, and that's recurring revenue because it's an email autoresponder. So that was a case study. That was just one of hundreds of case studies. We got 543 posts in there. There's lessons and tips from people like me in there. There's lessons and tips from other high-end people. David's got lots of them in there. Follow-along campaigns. That can be just you. You're a brand new person starting. You picked your traffic source, your network, your offer, and you fire it up, and then people jump in there and help you out. Look at this, 17,682 posts so far, just in the follow-alongs. And so people will help you. There's webinar replays. There's e-commerce. There's this is the traffic sources and niches. You got PPV, PPC, which is pay-per-click and pay-per-view. Facebook, plenty of fish. There's SEO. There's mobile, pay-per-call, media buying, adult marketing, social media sites, mailing. There's general discussion networks, buy and sell, app playbook, affiliate program. I thought I skipped mobile. There's mobile right there. I do quite a bit of posting in the mobile. Not that I only do mobile, but I'm heavy in mobile right now. And I want to scroll on the bottom here to show you. There's 12,000, almost 700 threads, 112,074 posts, and currently 4,555 people that have joined as a paying member. So pretty awesome community. And if you haven't joined yet, you should. And that's about the extent of my pitch. You see the value, and if you're serious about this, there's no reason why you shouldn't. You can always stop, but like I said, I've been a member of this since there was one. He when he first launched this, I think in 2009, I was one of the first to join, and I've been a member ever since. I'm still a member, so it's been like 5 years now. I've been a member, so it's just a place that I even check today, and I'm currently part of an 8-figure mobile marketing company. So there's big guys in here that do big numbers that still use this as a resource. So yeah, join if you can, and I look forward to meeting you there. Reach out to me if you do. And so that's it for my my ramblings today. Like I said, I hope this was a blessing to you, and you gain some value in this. Reach out to me, share with your friends, and be blessed, and have a great evening or day. Talk to you later.